The wind is caused when air flows from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure.
So what did you learn?
I learned not to stand on top of a mountain.
Great. Reading, writing and arithmetic. Those are the core lessons many of us remember from our school days. And while discipline in class wasn't always fun, for the vast majority it was never an option. But now a surprising number of parents are opting out of that educational norm altogether. Instead, they've decided to cater directly to their child's interests, whatever they may be.
Yes, boys and girls, you remember those days of going to school, learning about things, learning about manners, having a normal childhood? Well, those days are long gone, my friends. Welcome to this absolutely insane video that I've seen the other day, as these kids identify as free-range children. Now, I know a lot of you at this point are probably a little bit confused, myself included, because what does a free-range kid mean? Basically, children are left on their own devices completely. I'm not you. I mean, generally, they wake up when they want to wake up, they eat what they want, and there's literally no rules in the house. They don't go to school, they don't learn about anything, and if you're wondering how that's probably going to end up, well, yeah, obviously not very good. Let's have a look.
It's a common morning ritual, hustling the kids to get ready for school.
Are you guys getting hungry?
And parents for work. But as the school bus doors close, the Martin family isn't on it.
Want to go out and see the baby bunnies? Did you check on their food today?
The 4 Martin children, ages 11, 8, 5, and 2, simply don't go to school. Never have.
Okay, at this point, we're about 20 seconds into this video, and already it just looks like complete chaos. Whoever came up with this idea and thought, you know what, this would be a cracking idea. They don't learn anything valuable at school anyway. We might as well just keep them at home. As she's literally banging cutlery together.
Oh my god.
This is literally how cavemen used to live. What is this? In some ways, it's kind of sad to see because these kids aren't going to now learn any valuable lessons. Like, God forbid, are they going to act like this when they're in their 20s? Because that would just be really bizarre. I wouldn't be surprised. Quickly, before we get into the rest of today's video, I want to let you all know that I have made a TikTok, mate. Don't worry, it's not too cringy. There'll be a link down in the description and on the top of the comments if you want to come over and check that out, mate. I'll be following back the first 5 that follow me over on TikTok, if you guys would like to. Anyway, God, I've already got a headache. I don't want to carry on, but let's see how these children live.
They aren't homeschooled either. Instead, they're what's called unschooled.
Just picture life without school, so maybe a weekend. We wake up and we have breakfast and we just start pursuing what we're interested in doing.
Mom Dana Martin doesn't think her kids need to go to school to learn their ABCs.
Well, Dana, let me tell you something. After watching 20 seconds of this video, I think me and everyone here at the Ablaze family, what's up boys, could probably all confirm that your children do definitely need to be in school to learn their ABCs. How can anybody live like this? Like, when I have children, I probably can't wait till they go to school.
Doesn't a child need to know who George Washington and FDR and JFK were?
I don't know, do you think they do? Do you think it's necessary?
Your mom lets you kind of read and study whatever you want? What about like math? Does she ever force you to do math?
No, not really.
My dude just sitting outside wearing a fedora.
Unschooling is radical enough.
Is that kid standing on the piano? Bro, this is what it's like when I go to the zoo and I look in the window of the animals. I've generally seen videos of pandas looking less chaotic than this. At least they're more cute as well. I mean, look at them. They can stand on my piano any day.
But radical unschooling extends the laissez-faire philosophy to parenting.
This literally is why some people still believe you should hit your kids. Like, what the hell? I thought it was illegal as well for your kids not to go to school. Can someone please verify that in the comments? Thank you.
Meals, for example, are up to the kids.
I want to make like a funny joke about this, but generally, What is that? This is generally what happens when you try and educate yourself from just watching YouTube videos and tutorials. I'm just generally picturing right now the scene from Elf when he makes breakfast.
Pasta with peanut butter sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have to try some.
That is delicious. Finally, some good fucking food.
My boy Gordon Ramsay would say, that's something I expect of an 18-year-old boy to make when he's high. Judging by this video that they've recorded, I'm pretty confident no mother is going to watch this and say, yeah, you know what? This actually seems like a really good idea. I mean, it definitely hasn't taken off, thank God.
Whatever they want, as long as it's in the house.
And so because we don't punish, we don't use the term rules, but we have a rhythm to our day.
We have no rules or punishments, but we have structure. You really don't. You want to simulate what this is like, boys? Just download Sims 3 and have 4 children and just never let them ever go to school.
Dad Joe works from home building wooden toy sets. In this home, there's no bedtime, no alarm clocks in the morning, so 11-year-old Devin often stays up past midnight.
Devin stays up until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Sometimes. And I'm so happy that he does and that he has that time to himself. He can have a nice 3-4 hours with Joe or just me.
Fighting again.
What time do you usually wake up?
Around 10.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it's the same amount of sleep.
Oh my God, this is giving me a headache.
Come here.
Yeah, you know, it's the same amount of sleep. I'm learning so much from this video. I might take some of this kid's life advice and just live like this as well.
So while kids everywhere are studying history
In the summer of 1765,
and geography,
Bering Strait.
the Martin kids are free to pursue their own intellectual curiosity.
Climbing on the kitchen counter. What a great curriculum. This is great. A+, Jonathan. My boy here's a little chef. I mean, did you see the peanut butter and pasta? Gordon Ramsay, watch out, mate.
Hey, look at me. You serve me shit like that, take your jacket and go.
Devin's baking projects involve measurements and creativity.
About 8 to 6 cups of flour.
Who's paying for this as well? Pretty certain that the adults at this point also don't have a job because they like to live by that rule as well. No rules, no rules. Who's paying for Devin's curations in the kitchen? Well, boys and girls, you'll be happy to know it's the taxpayers' money. I bet you all feel amazing that you're all basically funding this. Give all of yourselves a pat on the back.
Oh, okay.
I just personally don't believe in that humans learn best when they're trying to learn something that somebody else is telling them to.
While they aren't always idle, there are no tests, no homework, no lesson plans. If you're wondering, unschooling is legal because it falls under the guidelines of homeschoolers, so the regulations vary from state to state. Dana says her children have learned reading and math without formal instruction, but when we asked 11-year-old Devin a basic multiplication question, he stumbled.
Well, that backfired, didn't it? Yes, well, I've been teaching them maths and English. Devin, what's 2 plus 2?
2 plus 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3, quick maths.
Well done, Devin. Not only a chef, but also a mathematician. Incredible.
It permeates our culture that this is about, working hard, getting to the next step.
Sometimes they'll ask me, how do your kids learn if they're having fun all day? Like they so don't equate learning with fun.
Right, so how do your kids learn if they're just having fun?
They don't. They are just dum-dums.
We followed the Martins on a rainy day in Madison, New Hampshire to see how this learning through osmosis works. They went on a field trip. First stop, the Weather Discovery Center. A lot of fun, but not always easy for Dana to make her point.
It says wind is caused when air flows from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure.
So what did you learn?
I learned not to stand on top of a mountain.
Great. Amazing. And that imagine being homeschooled for a year. All you learn from that whole year is that you should never stand on top of a mountain. Oh my God.
At the rock shop,
how much is it? How much is it?
You gotta do that.
the store owner quizzes them.
Remember what it does?
The response?
How do you see your kids' future lives playing out? High school, college age, beyond?
I don't really necessarily project, I just want them to be happy.
Right, but that sounds all very well and dandy, but being happy right now and letting your kids run around while not learning anything is going to entail them being very unhappy when they reach adulthood and they can't get a job, they're unemployed, and they're living on the streets. And as funny as hilarious as this video is, and believe me, it is very funny, it's also very sad because obviously the kids aren't to blame here. They don't know any better. Hell, if I was a kid and my mum offered me this type of a lifestyle, hell yes, I would take it, my dude. This would be so much fun. But then, like I said, when I get older and I'm an adult, probably be really angry because now I'm living on the streets and I don't know any skills. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is this woman doing the right thing? I can imagine no one's going to say that in the comments, but I would generally want to hear your opinions down below. Anyway, boys and girls, if you did enjoy today's video, because God, I can't watch another second of this, I'm generally going to have a seizure, consider hitting that like button. Also, if you enjoy the content here on this channel, make sure to subscribe, and also come and follow me on all my social medias, especially TikTok, like I said at the beginning. Thank you. Anyway, boys and girls, I'm off to go and make some peanut butter pasta, so I'll see you all in the next video, mate.